before it comes to committee.
Well, I'll deal with that in more detail on Thursday, but I'm not the one who's in Fantasyland. This is a bill that will work and deliver the best bill for Britain.
Mr. Jacob Rees Mogg.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Has my right honourable friend raised the thought with Monsieur Barnier that if a member state that was a net beneficiary were leaving, would he expect to pay it a large dowry? And when he realises that the answer to that question is obvious, does it follow that the European Commission demand for money with menaces is ridiculous?
I did raise that point in a rather jocular way about 3 or 4 months ago, and all I got was laughter. But the point that I think is important here is the European Union has based its argument upon an argument of legal necessity, that we have to pay because that's what the law says. That was their argument. So our approach to that was not, as they wanted to do, make some sort of counterbid. It was to go back and say, OK, let's test that law. Last week, they were given a 2.5-hour briefing, essentially, on why we think the legal basis is flawed. And that, I think, to some extent, is why the end of that negotiating round was a little more tetchy than the one before.
I think that what will happen is that almost any, you've seen it in the way the news has reacted over the last year. You know, Mrs. Miggin's cat run over, Brexit. You know, your neighbour moves house, Brexit. You know, house prices up, Brexit. House prices down, Brexit. Everything is ascribed to Brexit. There will be bumps on the road. Some plaster will come off the ceiling from time to time, and there will be some excitable headlines, but we'll end up in a very, very good place.